So while this isn't really considered a normal video for my channel, I do actually have like normal videos planned out, but I just thought I draw a lot, and most of the drawings that I do don't really get seen. You guys don't really ever see them, and I don't really show them off to anyone other than my friends, but yeah, I draw a lot, and during this quarantine thing, I've kind of challenged myself to do like at least one slightly like challenging drawing per day to kind of, keep my drawing ability sharp, and most of them you guys don't actually ever get to see. So I thought, why don't I just show off a bunch of the drawings that I've done and, just see what people think of them. And the reason that this video took a little bit longer to come out is because I actually had a drawing I was working on in the works while during some of the days that I've been meaning to record. So I wanted to get that one done before I actually did this whole thing. So that's why this one took a little bit longer to come out, but hopefully that's not too like off-putting or anything. So yeah, I've got a bunch of drawings in my iPad camera roll, and I'm just gonna be showing you guys what I've been working on. So yeah, let's get into it. So this one is the first drawing I ever did on digitally, and yeah, I did it sometime back in June, and there's a lot of things wrong with it, and I think I have it over here somewhere, split screen thing, but yeah, there's a lot of things wrong with this drawing. I'm just seeing like white spots, and there's no glow from the fire, and there's a lot of things wrong with it. The lines are really gross looking, but part of the reason for that is because I was drawing it with my finger, and I don't really do that, but now I've got a stylus, so it kind of works out. But yeah, this is the first one I ever actually did on like digitally, and yeah, it's just gross. But yeah, it just goes to show how much I've improved over the last about 2 months now. So this one is one of my characters called Eternity, and he's basically like the most powerful being in the universe. And this one doesn't have any like shading or lighting, and I don't really know why I didn't do any of that. I guess I just wasn't really feeling it that day, but yeah, this is Eternity. He's got a lot of cool details that I really like, and yeah, he's basically the most powerful being in the universe, or in my universe. This one I did on the way to the beach when I was going on vacation. It's basically just like a big futuristic night. He's supposed to be like this little tiny dude in this massive suit of armor, and this like massive robotic suit of armor, and he's got like the holographic shield, which was super awesome to do. I really liked that addition because it wasn't on the paper. I never drew like I tried to draw the hexagon shaped shield and everything, but it didn't really work out, so I just erased it, and I was like, I'll just add it in when I do the digital part of it. But yeah, and the reason like you can still see the background of the paper is because I had this thing where I would forget to add a second layer for the lines to trace over the paper drawing, and I did that a couple times, and it's very annoying because you do it and then you can't erase it if you mess up, because it messes up the whole thing, and it's gross. This next one is also something I did at the beach. It's another night. It's like the evil night, the evil version of the first one that I showed you, and he's got like the darker color scheme with orange and all that, and the like purplish cape, and yeah, I think it looks pretty cool. This one, it was one of my first creature attempts at on digital art. Like I had done people before and the robotic suit guys, but I'd never really done like dragons or anything digitally, and so this was one of my first attempts. It's like a water like a Atlantean species of some sort. You know, he's got the trident, and he's got like the sawtooth or the sawfish bill sword, which was I think that's a pretty cool like sword to have. But yeah, these are meant to be like kind of like undersea warriors, and you know, most of the time peaceful to humans and stuff. But yeah, it was just a pretty, you know, cool concept, I thought. So I was like, why don't I just draw it, because I think that would be pretty cool. So that's where this one comes from. This next one is an alien species that I came up with, and they're known for being incredibly smart. And like on human level intelligence, the average human IQ is 100, and their IQ is like 350. The average IQ for them is like 350. It's just crazy. And they have, like, on their planet, they have like a specific type of metal that's like nearly indestructible. They make all their weapons and armor and all that kind of stuff out of it, and they specialize in combat training and weapons and advanced technology creation. And so they're like one of the most powerful military forces in the universe. And I really like the dark color scheme on them, because like my idea was like the metal that they have is just like a super dark color automatically, and they don't really, they go for efficiency more than looks. So they just like, they don't even put paint on it, they just like leave it that color. And then they just have like a bunch of like glowing lights all around it that just kind of like seal the technology, the advanced technology look of it, I think. But yeah, I really like this one. This one is the Dark Lord. He is another one of my characters, and he's like, basically, I said Eternity was the most powerful being in the universe. This guy is the second most powerful. And he does not like people. He does not like anything that isn't engulfed in darkness. So his main end goal is to destroy every dimension and every universe and engulf it in his darkness. And he's got the ability to use basically anything he wants. His lightning, the green lightning you see on this picture, is basically his like most powerful ability. So that's why he uses it all the time, and all the drawings I have of him have him using the lightning just because it looks cool. And this was my first attempt at doing digital lightning, which was, yeah, it's a lot of fun. I love it. And yeah, so this is the Dark Lord. This next one is a lightning wyvern. This was my first dragon I had ever done on digital art, and it's got really vibrant colors, purple and teal, and then it's got like the pink lightning, which looks epic. So this one is actually more recent. I have it in my camera. I had it in my camera roll early, but yeah, this one is Matchstick again, and of course it says, "If I die fighting." Which is like kind of his calling sign, like in a big fight with the Dark Lord with a bunch of other superheroes with him. All of them get taken out, and he tries to fight the Dark Lord by himself and pretty much fails miserably. Gets his arm broken, gets his ribs broken, his MCL and hamstring get torn, and he just keeps standing up and coming back into the fight, trying to beat the Dark Lord. And yeah, it's pretty insane. But yeah, so if I die fighting. This next one is a little joke that I came up with in like 9th grade. It's a dragonfly. Yeah, pretty much the most vibrantly colored drawing I've ever done. A little bit of Pancake Extreme fan art. Go subscribe to Pancake Extreme. This is another two characters that I have. The guy on the right is Necromancer, and the guy on the left is Rhinor. And Necromancer is like a blind magician type guy, kind of like Doctor Strange, but He's blind, and he uses magic to kind of be able to see. And yeah, so, and then Rhinor is basically an alien that wants to try to conquer Earth, but his main problem is superheroes. That's like the main thing in his way, so he's got to take care of them first before he can get on to conquering Earth. So this one is one of my favorites. It's a character I have called Plasma, fighting the Dark Lord. Plasma is basically the most powerful ethereal being in the universe. So he used to give energy, he used to provide energy to a star like 80 times bigger than our sun, but then he decided, like, you know what, this is not for me, and so he left his star and made his way to go try and find a place to inhabit, and he ended up finding Earth and made his own DNA and all that kind of stuff. And so he's several thousand years old because his life didn't start until after he left his star. So yeah, he's fighting the Dark Lord. I love the lightning clashing and the chunks of ground flying up out of the ground. This one is Matchstick again, he's mid-fight in the mud, just like he's been beaten down, but he's got like mud all over him, his shirt's torn, and he's just standing back up like he always does. This one is a really nice group shot that I did, like a group drawing of a bunch of my characters. So you got Plasma, TM, Matchstick, Phoenix, and Necromancer, and they're all standing super cool. This one has probably my favorite lighting that I've ever done digitally. Phoenix, especially lighting on Phoenix, it looks really cool on her because she's got the orange glow coming from her own fire and from Necromancer's like magic shield thing, and then she's got the blue lighting on the other side coming from Matchstick's fire, and it just looks really cool. Then I went into basically hibernation because of artist block, and this one was the first one that I did coming out of artist block. It's like I don't even know what it is, but it's just an alien, 4 arms, 2 swords, and a staff, spear, whatever. And I don't know why I drew it, but it helped me get out of artist block, so I'm thankful for it. Every second you are not running, he is only getting closer. And this one is the one that I finished today as of the recording of this video. This one might be one of my favorites. I think it might be my favorite that I've done. It's Matchstick blocking the Dark Lord's lightning, and while it doesn't seem like something too crazy, that's like basically the biggest feat of strength any human or superhuman has ever performed, because the Dark Lord, his most powerful ability is his lightning, and being able to just put your hand up and block the lightning that's pretty insane. But yeah, so Matchstick blocking the Dark Lord's lightning, and you can really see how far I've come looking at the first one again that I ever did on digitally. Yeah, I've come a long way. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it for showing off all my drawings. It wasn't all of them, but I just showed off some of the main ones that I like. And yeah, really hope you guys enjoyed seeing these, and I do have some normal videos planned coming up, so yeah, that's gonna be good. And I'm also gonna be writing a comic, just kind of like a little, short comic, not too long, but of Matchstick, Phoenix, TM, Necromancer, Rhinor, blah blah blah. They're all fighting the Dark Lord. Should be pretty cool. So yeah, I'll just kind of I'm gonna figure out a way to kind of show that to you guys. And yeah, so that should be all for today. And I think this video will probably be a little bit longer than normal, but hopefully that's okay with you guys. And yeah, I will see you guys all in the next one. So subscribe if you haven't, leave a like on the video if you liked it, dislike if you didn't, and I will see you all in the next one. Peace.